it's not goodbye. I know we'll meet again.
The first time that and she noticed me because of my poetry, and I just speak, and I didn't think anything of it, and it felt good that somebody noticed me. You know, people hear you, they see you, it's like, oh my gosh, you're such a good speaker. But for someone to notice your words and know, why you're doing it, instantaneously, that was, my connection to Allie, and to see her work around the church, so kind and so free. I just admire, you dress well, you look well, and just you're not good with it. And so, you're always so kind. So I love you for that. And your husband, just, both of you all are just so kind. So I like that characteristic.
The first time I met Allie was when my husband and your husband were talking. They had a meeting and stuff. And so my husband, he said, Jen, I want you to meet Dustin's wife and get to know her and stuff. And so that's how we met. So we talked on the phone, and you were just so nice. And you didn't know who I was from Adam. And we just talked, and stuff. And so we went out and we had lunch, and I probably talked way too much. I talked way too much for you, but anyway. And we just, connected, we kind of just connected, literally connected. And so I just saw, just the favor of God on you. I just saw gifts, that God has given you, and I just saw your love for the Lord, and it excited me. And I'm really serious. It just gave me excitement of how you just love the Lord, and you were sold out to Him, and you still are, and I was, but you're sold out to Him. And so with that, I just said, she needs to be doing something, so I would just give you stuff to do, and you wouldn't even say, even if it's like writing a blog or whatever, you would, and you were just so gracious about it, and you're an excellent writer. Allie is an excellent writer. She doesn't know that she writes, how she tells the stories, and so, but what I'm gonna miss seeing you face to face is the friendship part, just the friendship part. I think the friendship part is already set in stone, and so I'm not concerned about that, but just the face to face is what I'm going to miss. And you're just good with people. You never meet a stranger. You would even go with me to places where I knew was uncomfortable. You would still just go, and you would just fit right in, and you were just great with people. And I know God has work for you where you're at. I know it from the bottom of my heart, because wherever you are, you're just going to shine, and people's going to notice that, and so God is going to use you and Dustin, and to see you and your husband loving the Lord, working together and serving Him is amazing. So you're a wonderful woman, beautiful on the outside and on the inside. I learned from your style.
And our family were blessed to be a blessing, because I have a connection with her whole family. And it's just amazing to me how that came about. Allie and I were in the Tuesday morning Bible study together as members. And then I was her group leader the next semester. And then I had her son Blaze in my Tuesday morning Bible study class. I went to her husband's apologetic class.
That is so funny.
And now I have had Guy the last semester in the class. And I tell you, your family has blessed me beyond anything that I can imagine. And when God puts people together like that, it's for a reason. And so I just want to let you know how much I love you and your boys. And my heart's breaking that they're going away, because they're just awesome. The whole family is awesome. But I know that God has a plan for you that'll unfold in a beautiful way. So my best wishes to you, my love to you, and God bless you.
Thank you. Love you too. And you have blessed me so many times over and over too. It's just, that is funny how many ways our paths have crossed. And and I know you've been a blessing to my whole family.
Super cute. And she's like, are you in homeschool? Out of nowhere.
It was out of nowhere. That was all God.
Yeah. So weird. Wow. So she just asked me that, and we just started talking. I just gave her my number. I'm normally so introverted, and I just did I just give this check my phone number. So anyway, long story short, we had a whole lot in common, and we just like bonded like this, and it didn't hurt that our boys are like the exact same age, and they're the best buddies. And one of the things when I remember Allie and I talking, I came over to her house, and she was just like, she said something about Sister Jan, but she didn't say Sister Jan, she said Jan. I was like, did you just call? It's like it's a northern thing. I was like, okay.
We just talked about that.
I don't know if this friendship's gonna work. We might have differences. And then she gave me, I should have brought it. She gave me her, she's like, this is what I give to my friends when I meet them. She gave me this awful looking shower cap. It had like a whole, it was fashionable, so I didn't know. It was this big shower cap, and I'm like, thank you. I don't know what to do with it.
She's like, what is this? Like, it's a shower cap.
Yeah, but it's like, I'm gonna have to show you. It's very
It's like
fashionable.
an old school, like with a big fluffy rim on it.
Lots of
Yeah.
colors.
And it was like
big.
paisley, and it's so cute.
Yeah, she made it herself though.
But they're like from like old fashioned.
Yeah, like 1950s. And it's
Yeah.
old school, and I didn't know what to do with it. But now I wear it every day when I take a shower. Thank you very much. And so it's the hardest thing to do is see someone leave, even though you know we have technology and but we kind of like hung out almost like every week. So and the boys, and it's just like so hard. But knowing that God put her here in Texas out of nowhere. She has no family in Texas to come down here to impress and put a mark on all of us and the ones that aren't here. And I get no, I'm not. Okay, so just to be able to do that, it's just like such a big deal. And so we have to share her, and I'm trying to remember that in my prayer. I'm like, share Allie, share Dustin, share Blaze and Guy, because they're such a great family. Y'all know that. And so anyway, I will miss you. I love you. And thank you for impacting my life in so many ways. And you've discussed it many times, but you're my BFF, buddy.
Love you.
All right, love you too.
You've impacted my life greatly. You probably don't even know. I go to Fallbrook, but I've been in and out because I feel like the past probably 3 years or so, it's been like a really extreme transition. And it's not stopping. But, and it was a day that, I made myself go to church, but I'm not around people a lot anymore because I'm not working. And it's just hard to connect. And I decided that I would go to a Bible study, so I got a book from the bookstore and I'm in line. Or maybe I hadn't decided yet, but I was at the bookstore for something. And so Allie was behind me. And I can be friendly when I want to, but I wasn't in that kind of mood. So I think I just asked her one question, and then from there, she just was like somebody I wanted to be around. Just touching and caring, genuine spirit. I mean, that was just for a couple of minutes of conversation. And you reached out to me, and I've talked to you sometimes, and other times I just kind of stay in my shell because of things that I'm going through. But it's rare to meet real, genuine people, and then to actually, if you pray for God to do things in your life, and that is so amazing when you someone you can feel the spirit, just oozing from that person. So grateful.
That was all God. That was all God in that bookstore that day. Because it was just all of a sudden we were like, and I told my husband, like, oh my gosh, I met a close girl today at church. And, yeah, that was all God.
I know I went home and told my mom, like, and she's white.
I mean,
but I'm like, she's so cute and tall and
Chatty Cathy?
Yes. I chat, but I'm not good with emotional things.
I feel you.
I just feel like I've been blessed to know you, and I know we've all said it, but you're just so cute. You have all the fashion stuff, and and one day I asked Allie, I said, how do you do it? How do you you look perfect like every day? Like,
oh no.
She woke up like that.
And I try to learn how to like two boys, and she looks like perfect every day. Like her hair, she's like, oh, I don't take that. It's like your hair is perfect every day, and it's a good thing because as women, especially with kids, sometimes we get into this mode of, I'm just gonna put my hair in a ponytail, and it's a it's a refreshing reminder. And actually, Sabrina's the same way, so it's funny that they're sitting right next to each other.
Very put together.
I feel the same way about both of them, by the way. But the thing is that it reminds us that just because we have kids and we're wives and we have busy lives, we need to take care of ourselves, because we're role modeling something, even if we have boys, that is important for them to know. And so I know that's not so much of a spiritual thing, but I think that I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss your spirit. I'm gonna miss your decorating. And she has so much faith in my decorating. I don't know why.
Girl. It's all you.
But and we look forward to coming up and having some salmon. And I will wear heels down the hill with you.
Everybody said that, but what you don't know is some of my friends who are kind of like gradually getting into the circle of women, because we kind of grew up so y'all like our moms, but you know, but we're still women.
No offense.
We were like, we want to be Ali's friend. Like, you're just so awesome. And I feel like, you know, whenever you're in a room, I can talk to you. I feel comfortable around you. And you will definitely be missed.
Thank you, baby. I really feel like I don't deserve any of this, you guys. Thank you.
You deserve all of it.
Yes. Yes, you do.
I don't think I met Allie first. I think the kids kept on talking about Blaze. Blaze, what Blaze did, and I'm like, I'm in the nursery. I know that kid named Blaze. So I thought, well, that's cool. But Allie was in the choir for about 5 seconds.
Right.
She was about 5
I don't know
seconds.
if you guys all caught that.
And she wasn't there, and I was just like, oh Lord, we ran off. So I had to track down Dustin, because I saw him more, and I said, I need to do the wine, because I'm like, somebody ran out, I'm gonna get him. You know what I'm saying? And so we sat down and talked and reached out to her, and I just found this incredible woman underneath, you know, everything else that I didn't know what was going on. She's been just incredible and just sweet, and like I said, I wrote on there, on my little sheet, I love your spirit. And when I grow up, I want to be like Alison. I want to be tall and thin, and look like a model.
Yes.
You know, and make my hair grow. I don't know. I can go be like Michael Jackson and get my skin. I looked at Alison. I looked at her. Man, I'm be like, oh my God. But anyway, you know, my kids just love your kids, and I fell in love with Dustin years ago, and because he's an incredible man of God, and I just love him. And when she told me, my mouth hung open for about, I don't know how long. No, Dustin told me all then. But I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for him. I'm like, yeah, I think God has moved them here for a specific purpose. And I can't tell you how excited I am. I have tears, not seeing them, very disappointing, you know, not able to see him. And I haven't told Jordan that, you know, y'all are going. Oh. But, you know, she's away in school and she's not going to be able to say bye to Blaze and guys, whatever. But that will be our solid. But I live in excitement for what I want to hear that's happening on the battlefield.
Yes.
Because God's going to do something. Y'all just wait, keep your eyes open. Be ready. I don't know, that acreage may be for Kevin and I don't know what he's going to do. But we get tired of Texas, but I just pray that I can come and see. And my sister will say, so we can just come and see y'all, but I'm just peace. Just bring ourselves on this moment.
I did have the experience of then you had a dress.
I remember like shop each other's closet too, because I felt like I was the same way. Oh, every time she wears it, like, where'd you get this?
I just remember seeing it's like, here's a way girl might take care of this. I just, because I was like, that's, you know, because I was like, they did more than once. They actually made it. Those are awesome. Yeah. So I can't remember when we
eventually met. I don't know if it's the experience or the class. I don't know, but the most striking moment for me, we haven't hung out because of life, but that realness and just transparency. I think one of the women's retreats, just real transparent about where we've come from. And sometimes, you know, in some church experiences, I've always felt like, I grew up listening, I know all those secular songs, come on, you know. And it was comfortable to just be open about where we come from and where we are in our relationships with Christ. Clearly, I love your sense of style. Love how your husband's on fire for the Lord. But just enjoy being around you. We do. I can't even say the specific things. Just you know, you have that conversation with people, being able to talk about motherhood and just trying to figure it out, trying to be like Sister Christy.
She's the mom.
You are. That's another day. So, just thankful that I think there were times I may have even wanted to speak, but even though I'm mouth, I'm kind of shy at first, and so thankful to God that we finally did. Since the time we have been together, it's just been a blessing to me. Another one who loves the Lord, who just meets each other where you are. Yep. That's all I'll say because I cry as soon as you come home.
I think I met you through my husband, because my husband and your husband, they talk about they met first.
Bromance.
Yeah, they love each other.
So plain Jane sometimes. Now I can dress when I need to, but I just like to be comfortable. But I went and bought me some jewelry and all that. And I had some bold colors on too, and that is not me. I think Serena Lord.
She noticed.
It was good.
Oh wow!
I know you called me one morning. Are you at church yet? What's going on? She's like, oh no, I just wanted you to see what I'm wearing.
But that's what and so you just laughed right along with me. You didn't think I was crazy or anything. I love your spirit, so definitely miss you, and I know my husband is gonna miss us. I haven't really gotten to know your boys, but I'm sure, as everybody said, they are good boys, and you just have such a beautiful family. So
I met her at the women's booth, and I'm always concerned about Janice, or Sister Jan, as we talked about today. And she works the booth in the women's ministry, and so many of you all in here help her. But I saw Allie and I saw how she worked, and I was so glad and concerned to see some of the work taken off Sister Jan. And Allie has worked diligently and hard and decorated, and she's been a lifesaver, and I really appreciate it and love that about you, and I know Sister Jan does, and you and your boys and your husband. I was prepared to take your husband's class, which we talked about this upcoming season, and he will be gone, but you all will be missed. And I have seen the tall, beautiful lady walk in through church with her husband, and I've always admired and thought that you carried a spirit about yourself that was very admirable. And then today I realized she can whip and nay. So
Y'all in the car with me?
I actually walked in her house. I don't remember that. It was Eric. He and Dustin. They have a bromance too. Eric and Dustin are two of a kind. They're so much alike. But Eric came. He said, "We're gonna go have dinner," and this is unusual during the week. We tend to just tend to the girls and all about business. But during the week, we're going to go have family dinner with Dustin and Allie. I was like, oh, okay, not doing anything. So I didn't meet Allie actually until I walked in her house, and just her and Dustin, such a sweet spirit, sweet individual, so welcoming, and just getting to know her and talking with her. I just want to say thank you for accepting me for who I am, and
it's kind of like, sometimes the older one wants to teach the younger one, but she's not so much there for me.
Home again. The stirring in your soul has left you wondering, should you stay or turn around? Well, just remember that your dreams, they are a promise, that you were made to change the world. So don't let fear stop you now, 'cause this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again, so let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home again. Oh, I know the brightest star above was created by the one who loved more than we'll ever know, to guide you when you're lost. What started as a still small voice is raging now, and your only choice is to follow who you are. So follow who you are, 'cause this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again.